there, welcome to the Stocks with Josh show. This is the lightning round of hot stocks. Got some big tech companies coming for you, your favorite picks. I'm going to give you guys the stop losses, the future price predictions, support, resistance, a little bit of fundamentals, and some overall TA. I've done my due diligence, but this is not a recommendation for what you guys should buy, sell, or hold. This is for educational purposes and perhaps a second opinion on your research. Thank you for hitting the like and hit that subscribe for daily videos about stocks and crypto. Hit all notifications on the YouTube bell to join this trading community. Let's kick this off with Tesla. Now, I know I've covered Tesla quite a bit in the last couple of days, but that's because it's been on an absolute runner. It's a hot stock and it's kept heating up. I called it out as a buy yesterday in my chat group and in my last video, telling everybody that if we closed above 202 yesterday, that we were likely to go on and hit the next level of resistance, which I called out at 208.90. And this morning, we shot right through that and hit a high of $214. So I'm getting asked, should I buy Tesla right now? Let's go through some of the technicals. Tesla is in way overbought territory on the daily chart of the RSI. It's near 80%. 70% is considered overbought, so 80% is pretty high. When Tesla hit all-time highs in November of 2021, the RSI actually got as high as 95%. That's very unusual. So there is actually room for Tesla to go higher, even though it's overbought based on its historic performance. Now, I said in my video yesterday that Tesla could remain bullish all the way to March 1st, which is when Elon is going to reveal his stage 3 of his development plan on Investor Day. Elon surprised the market with his Q4 earnings blowout here recently, and the market has priced in high performance expectations. When he gave forward guidance and he said that he was expecting a 50% year-over-year growth for years ahead, he got the market's attention, and that's why the stock has been massively outperforming. Now, I said yesterday that he has to absolutely bring groundbreaking vision and results to this event the way that he killed earnings for Q4. Tesla can continue to climb until this March 1st day event. If you're considering getting in on this frothy Tesla run, the resistance of 208.30 needs to become support. If we sell off back below 208 today, that could be a sign that Tesla is cooling off and may pull back lower. But if we close today above 209, the run may continue. Be wise, use a stop loss to control your risk. If you buy in at 208.30, I would set my stop loss very tight below at around 207. The fib trend based extension level of 0.618 is at $230, and that is the next level of resistance or take profit. And if we get above this 209 area and it's sustainable, there's not a lot of resistance up to 230. If we were to get that high, it would be likely that we would come back and find support around 214 to 215 before it could possibly climb higher. Now, I think it's overbought, but I'm not going to underestimate Tesla at this point. If Tesla begins to sell off below support today, the best support below is actually at $186.60. Now, we're going to cover that when and if it happens. Let me know in the comments if you got any of that Tesla money today. Okay, we have to cover Baidu today. Larry challenged me to provide some technicals for Baidu, and that's exactly what we're going to do. As you can remember, I told everybody when Baidu jumped up 12% on Wednesday to $163, in my opinion, it had run up too quickly, and I told you guys it would likely cool off and pull back, and that's exactly what happened. This morning, we actually hit a low of $147.37. Now, I'm going to come out and tell you that I think that Baidu could go as high as $180. There's your high price prediction. Now, if it did that, that would be the tippy top of the price range that it could potentially hit. When and if it were to get there, it would likely pull back very quickly and come under very strong selling pressure. And we could just as easily fall back right now to $130 before making that push up to $180. So you have to watch the technicals carefully for signals. Baidu has climbed all the way from the low of $74 in this last October. So if we were to get there, if we were to get to that very lofty price, that means that Baidu would have run up 150% in just under 5 months. There's going to be some very heavy profit taking when this market cools off. As you can see, it has been facing rejection at resistance at $158.90 on the AFib chart. So that's the level that needs to be broken moving forward. We need to break it and we need to hold it on the weekly chart to verify that Baidu could go up another leg forward. On the daily chart, I'm watching for another breakout above $154.76. If you wanted to play it as a momentum trade, you would actually wait for it to climb and close above that price and then go long. Until it breaks that point, it hasn't entered into breakout territory, confirming that we could reach that super high. The volume today was very high. It was 54% higher than typical. That's a very important technical observation that many beginning traders either don't understand or they underestimate. You want to see price and volume go up together. Watch your daily volume. You want to see if the price is rising on higher volume. Now I'm watching for a bounce off of $144.70 to consider entering into Baidu calls to go to that next level, or a close on the daily chart back above the 150.66 cent range. Because I trust those levels, I would run with a tight stop loss of $2 under my entry price. I'm calling Baidu a buy at those levels with those stop losses for a higher move up to a minimum of $173.48. There is minimal resistance if we get a close above $154.76. Let me know if you like these technicals. I'm happy to share this TA with you guys. Check to make sure that you are subscribed to keep getting it. If you need better tools, check out the offer from the Moomoo investment app. They're offering 15 free stock to open and fund an account. Go ahead and screenshot the exact offer for all the details. Learn to use their 8 smart order types to stop losing money and begin to take profits correctly. Moomoo is only available in the US, Australia, and China. Click on the link in the top pinned comment. Start investing today and then come find my chat group called Stock Josh Fam. Salute to the soldiers of the chat. Okay, let's jump into our next stock, Alphabet, aka Google. Last November on this channel, I did a video about Microsoft, Google, and ChatGPT. At that time, I didn't really hear anybody talking about the impact that ChatGPT was going to have on Google. In that video, I told you that when ChatGPT was launched, it sent Google executives into high alert. It was leaked that emergency meetings were called to respond to this disruptive technology of AI. Google has basically enjoyed the lion's share of search engine market share at around 84%. Then you've got Microsoft Bing coming in at a distant 9%. So in the big picture view, Google has potentially more to lose than they have to gain as the dominant leader. Can their search engine moat protect them, or has AI breached the walls? Google had a major misstep in their battle yesterday when they lost over $100 billion in market share because its chatbot Bard, B-A-R-D, goofed up. Their smart AI wasn't as smart, and it cost them dearly. Yesterday, it was running a live demo for the first time, and it gave a wrong answer. This was an error that these guys could not afford at this stage. This was probably the most costly live demo fiasco event in history. They lost serious credibility, and the shareholders suffered. Did they rush it to market trying to compensate for being behind? I don't know. Full disclosure, Google is a stock that I've been accumulating in my long-term investment account, and I had predicted last year when it was $120 a share that it would drop to a 200-week moving average at $92, where I've been a consistent buyer. Even with the drop that we've just seen, because of my strategic entry price, I'm still in profit. It's a reminder of how important it is to use technical analysis to get the best price. Google is in a very unusual spot right now. I don't have a buy signal or a sell signal at this current price. Having said that, I lean towards buying today as the view that this sell-off is perhaps irrational and excessive. Google is not a company to underestimate. Their YouTube and cloud business is positioned for potentially 10x growth in the coming years. And even though it's sitting down nearly 40% from its all-time highs of $150 a share, there is reason to buy this big tech company. And if we look at the markets as a whole, it is more likely that there will be more buying pressure through the end of this month. So as far as the micro trend remains bullish, which means that we don't see a turn in the market overall, then we could go higher until the bulls run out of steam. Now let's look at the technicals. It's sitting on support at $94.81. The next level of support is $92.55. That is a possible entry for a call option bounce. We want to see Google reclaim $99.50 quickly to have confidence that it could continue to climb higher. Volume is very high today. It's up 331% over its typical range. That's high volume on a down day. So if we get a reversal, we need to see buying on a similar level of volume, or that would be a big concern. Right now, if we get a reversal on Google, my local target is a bit more conservative at $112. I would keep a tight $2 stop loss on the entries that I gave you guys. If they don't find strength at those prices, it's likely that Google is going to fall further. Google is, though, a best-in-class business, and I do not see them breaking down in value. They have the money, the leadership to solve the problems in front of them. Having said that, I'm watching very carefully to see if there's significant weakness going forward, and I will tell you, I will not be afraid to act upon it. I'm going to do what the charts tell me in the case of Google. Guys, I've only got time to do one more TA overview, but since I got so many requests, I'm going to do a second lightning round on my next video. I'm going to challenge myself to cover 10 stocks or cryptos in 10 minutes, giving each one 60 seconds. I'm going to cover some EVs, some small caps, and some other big tech plays. I have to give an honorable mention today, though, to Polygon-Matic. I gave technicals more than once in the last couple weeks, calling Polygon-Matic up to $1.30, and in the last couple days it hit just under $1.35. Let me know in the comments if you held, bought, or if you sold too early. Polygon-Matic is my fourth largest crypto holding right now, and since I've been steadily buying since June of last year, where I told all of you guys to consider buying, I've been enjoying a real bag of gains. I could swing trade my Matic, but I'm such a believer in its future value, I'm just not going to sell my Matic. If you have a long view like me on Polygon-Matic, you really almost can't accumulate enough. Having said that, support for Matic is at 77 cents, but every time it gets to that low, buyers come flooding in and they push it higher. Crypto is a high-risk asset and shouldn't be the majority of your investments. None of these projects or blockchains have actually truly been proven from an economic perspective. There are no quarterly earnings. There are very few metrics. And as we saw in this last bear winter, a lot of crypto players were acting maliciously. So any investment in crypto needs to have that in mind. You want to do your research. You don't want to FOMO. Be patient. Patient hands always win. Throw a heart in the comments if you know that's true. The last stock that I'm going to be covering today is TAL, Tall Education. I'm covering it today from my man Mike from Cali. He asked me, he said, Tall is not backtesting to $600, Josh. Are you refreshing the technicals on it? Yes, Mike, let's do it. This is Tall Education. It's a Chinese small cap stock play that we've been trading on this channel for some months. Tall got to a low of $6.12 on Monday, and since it's had a little bit of pop. Tall is still showing me weakness though. It hasn't hit the support that I think that we are still moving towards. I felt a little pressure myself to buy on Monday, but I chose not to so I could stick to my technical game plan. Tall volume is actually down 38% from typical. That's very important to be watching. When it dropped below $6.61, that was a support line. So it made sense for buyers to step in. But when it doesn't bounce on volume, those buyers will exit, driving it back down to the next level of support at the $5.84 that I've given you guys in the past. Right now, the trade quality favors buying and going long. Having said that, if we're patient and we get an ideal entry and we see a nice little bounce with volume, we can quickly set our stop loss and be in profit the entire time. That's one of my goals for getting into small cap stocks. I want to be in profit the minute I buy it. That's possible if you buy at the right level. I want to have no fear of losing a dime. If we get back to $5.84 and it breaks that level, the next level of support is $5.06. So if we get a chance to buy at $5.84, then we definitely need to set a stop loss at a minimum of $5.64 to start. Remember, Tall has had a massive run up and there is still some selling pressure from profit taking. This stock was $1.60 in May of 2022. I'm excited to get back into Tall at a good price because this can easily shoot up 40% to the $9.30 range. This is not financial advice. That's what I'm going to be doing. If you're a beginning trader, consider following along on a paper trading account with these buy prices and these stop losses that I've provided. I'll continue to cover Tall and what I'm doing with it so you guys can observe my strategies. Thank you for tuning in today. This is the last call to like, subscribe, and hit that YouTube bell. I wish you guys all great success, and I'm looking forward to another round of hot stocks tomorrow. As always, peace and blessings, my friends. See you in the chat.